Hey there, it is Lucy in the Sky with Dementia with another MLM horror story. Now, it's been a while since I made a video, so I want all you new people to know that what Lucy does is she takes your MLM horror stories and just send them to my email, lucylulu710@gmail.com, and I will read them out here. Now, I did this one earlier, but a lot of you who've been with me for a while know that I have a neurological issue. But I found out a couple days ago that I've got a breast cancer issue going on. So I deleted that video, needed to deal with that, but I'm back on the MLM train. And this one has to do with an oily MLM, not Young Living, although let's see what goes on with Young Living. If you know, you know. But this one is doTERRA. Shall we? Now, I really appreciate this, and it says, "Dear Lucy, I love your videos and I miss them. Thank you. I never thought I would have a video to send to you because I've never been pitched before, but you have to hear this. Thank you. A lot of us don't even know we're involved with MLMs until we watch these kind of videos. And then we find a weird experience and we realize it's an MLM. So, she said this happened 3 days ago, and I had gotten this video about 2 days before, so I'm guessing this happened within the last 2 weeks. 3 days ago, I decided to go to a food pantry. I have never had to do this before, so I did not know what to expect. And I can imagine, I've never been to a food pantry, but with the prices of food now, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, my goodness. Things are tough now, and I had to break down and do it. I hear you, girl. Well, let me tell you, there was a huge line, and I was very nervous and embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Everybody needs food, okay? Don't be embarrassed. And let me just back up. When I was talking about the breast cancer thing, that's not going to be a thing with me. The neurological disease, maybe, but because that is what started me with MLMs, with the neurological disease I have. But the breast cancer, no. I'm not going to discuss it again. Anyway, I got there 15 minutes before they started in line, and the line was already extremely long, which I can imagine. About a half an hour, a woman walked into the church where it was being held. She was wearing designer clothes, high heels, and her hair was perfect. So she walks in this pantry line like this. I am not trying to insult anyone, but she looked completely out of place, almost like she did it on purpose. So this woman, dressed to the nines, comes into a food pantry place. Okay? We were all waiting in line down a large stairway, and she stood in front of all of us like she was going to make an announcement. She smiled brightly, explaining that she could make some money, and she had for us a way to do it also. Really? She talked about how she used to go to food pantries before she found doTERRA. She announced to the whole line how selling oils was so easy and asked if anyone would like to see how much she made. So she went to a food pantry, to people who try their hardest, cannot afford food, but yet she wants them to spend money to buy oils. God, that ticks me off. She warned us that if we saw the income statement, our jaws would hit the floor. She went up and down the stairs of this food pantry, I assume, talking to all of us how we would like her income. Come on. We all know that 3% of the people in these MLMs make a decent income. Come on. She handed out her business cards if we wanted to join her business. Unfortunately, some of the people seemed to be interested. I wanted to yell out that this was an MLM, but I did not. After she handed out the business cards to everyone who wanted them, I was one of them that did not take the card. That bothered me because you didn't take the card, but how many people in that line did? Then finally she left. This made me feel so sick that she would prey on a food pantry line to recruit desperate people. And that's it. So some woman in designer clothes went to a food pantry line to try to recruit. My question is this. When she signed up for doTERRA, did she ever think that she would stoop to the level of going through a food pantry line to get recruits? No. That is how desperate these MLM people are. You can't do it in the real world, so you have to go to where people are desperate to make money. And I pray to God that those people who saw that were not duped. Some of them may have been. But do you think that when she joined doTERRA, she thought she would go through a food pantry line to recruit people? I doubt it. I doubt it. But that is how desperate she was. Now keep in mind, this was something recent. So it's still going on. I don't mean to sound so angry, but the more I listen to this, the more frustrated I get. Everyone, if you have your MLM horror stories, send them to lucylulu710@gmail.com. I have compassion, but I also know what it's like to be poor, have neurological problems, and a new problem. And I don't need people preying on me to get their money. This is Lucy in the Sky with Dementia. Send me your stories and I will post them. Until then, have a wonderfully not MLM day.